What is going on, everyone? My name is Alpha, and today we are bringing you another Pokemon challenge video on Platinum. Of all games, we're playing Platinum. Today's challenge will be, can you beat Pokemon Platinum while being burnt? So basically, we're just gonna play through the game, and hopefully we can beat it while having all our Pokemon burned through the game. It is an interesting challenge. I got it through the comments. They recommended doing Paralyzed, but like it's kind of hard to do Paralyzed. I might have to get around to that one day, but being burned is a bit easier to applied. I can put a flame orb on my Pokemon and they can be burnt right away. So that is what we're gonna do. We're gonna play through the game normally. We're gonna allow any Pokemon. I'm allowing a full team. We just gotta beat the game while being burnt. Now there's some limitations to that. I have to apply a flame orb to all my Pokemon, regardless of if they're HM slaves or not. They have to have a flame orb and they have to be burned. Another thing is I cannot use fire types because fire types cannot be burned. So you know that limits me a bit because I wanted to use a fire type. I want to use Houndoom, but can't really use that anymore. And as well, I cannot use items while I'm battling. So those are the rules. Before we get into the challenge itself, I want to say if you guys can leave a like, comment down below some challenge ideas, and subscribe if you guys are not already, and also hit the bell to get notified on all my uploads. I upload Wednesday and Saturday of every single week, sometimes Monday. You get that triple upload. So to begin, we cannot use Chimchar as a starter, so we're gonna go with Turtwig. I feel like Turtwig's gonna be a bit better for this run. And obviously we're gonna train up with Turtwig a bit. The problem is Turtwig is a physical attacker for most of his lifetime, and it's gonna be damaging to it because physical attacks are weakened by being burned. Your attack stat is half while you're burned, so that's gonna be a big drawback. As we're heading towards Orberg City, obviously we're gonna get massively stronger, and we head into Rourke's gym. Our Turtwig actually evolves into a Grotto, and we actually head into the fight against Rourke with a Grotto, and we have Absorb as a move, so we can clear through the entire gym pretty easily. Obviously being burned is going to be a bit taxing. I do die. I have blacked out multiple times before this fight, but for this gym it wasn't too bad. Now heading back into Jubilife, we actually end up catching a Starly because the next gym will be a grass type, so utilizing flying type will be very useful, and we could get the upper hand on the next gym. And as well, the Starly line has Intimidate to weaken the moves of the opposition, so it's gonna be very beneficial for us. We end up barely living through Mars, so that's lucky for us. We used Endeavor to weaken it down and then beat it up. We do black out a few times, but we don't talk about that. No. We also get our B-Barrel to evolve, and B-Barrel is gonna be very important to us because it's gonna be our HM slave through it. And we head into Gardenia's Eternal City gym, and we obviously have a star area. It's pretty high level. We also have a Grotto. Unfortunately, our first attempt at this, the Turtwig actually stalls us out, and we run out of HP because the burn just racks up and it has Reflect, and we're just dying, or we're just going down, and that's awful. Can we lose? Unfortunately, I also didn't use the Poke Center in Eternal City, so I had to go back to Floral Town, run through the entire forest. So a bit of annoyance, but anyways, we rematch Gardenia. This time we beat her with no problems at all because my Grotto can destroy the Turtwig and also put down the Cherim when needed, and then the Star Area will clean up the rest, and pretty easy. Gym 2 down. Next up is the mini boss against Jupiter. Jupiter does clobber me many times, not gonna lie. Her Night Slash just goes through me when I use Intimidate on her, so to weaken her, it didn't work really well. So we pressured the Skunk Tank to obviously put us in red health, and then Endeavor it down with our Star Area, and then finish it off with our Grotto, and that is the mini boss done. Straight up we head into Hearthome City, and now we are in the Ghost type gym of Hearthome City. Fantina's gym, quite frankly, the only thing that is pretty good for us is using Grotto's Bite, and Grotto's not that good of a Pokemon right now because it's weakened half by burn, and also Bite is like a 60 power move, so it's really not that good, but that's really our only option of beating them. Star Area does put in work. It does knock out a few, but this Magius at the end does knock out all my Pokemon, so really it's just really trial and error at this point. I switched it up. Star Area kills the Duskull, Grotto kills the Haunter, and then I switch out into my Star Area and finishes off the Miss Magius for me, and it's perfectly fine. So that works out pretty well. I stay in Hearthome, and I actually get the Eevee in the game. With that, I'm planning to evolve it into a Vaporeon because Vaporeon is GOAT material. So my Staravia and my Grotto evolves on the same battle against my rival, and we get fully evolved Pokemon pretty well. We get our fully evolved team pretty quickly. So after that, we head into Salacion Town. There is the ruins where we can get the water stones and all, and that will evolve our Eevee into the Vaporeon we wanted. There's also a trainer up north of Salacion Town where there is a trainer up north of Salacion Town which will give us TM51, which is Roost, and we'll put that on our Staraptor because Roost is going to be very useful because we can replenish our HP through battle, and obviously have more HP on our Staraptor is very useful because Staraptor is one of the strongest Pokemon on our team. Now we head into Veilstone City and we head into their gym of the fighting gym. This can be obviously Staraptor's time to shine, destroyed everything. Staraptor does, it comes in handy and destroys everything. We head into Maylene. We knocked out both her Meditite and her Machoke and finish off the Lucario with an Earthquake from our Torterra. That will be the end of Maylene. Now we're in Pastoria City, and well, there's the water type gym leader, and while we do have a grass type, it's a bit difficult because some of his team members do counter my team. We do have Vaporeon, we train Vaporeon all the way up, and Vaporeon is going to be a very useful member of our team. That's going to obviously going to do a lot of damage to the opposing Gyarados, and we take it down. Then Flozo comes out. We are going to weaken its attack with Staraptor, do a little damage to it, and then finish it off with our Torterra, and finally his Quagsire will go down to our Torterra as well. After that we do the Rocket Hunt, and then we do the Salacion Psyduck, and we head into Celeste Town where we're going to obviously beat up a Galactic team member and also Team Galactic's boss, which is Cyrus, and we clap through his team pretty easily. And now we got HM Surf. Now our Vaporeon is more useful. We didn't really have a water move outside of Water Gun since then. And we head into the bridge fight, the iconic bridge fight of Canalave City, and we clobbered him. Our team is pretty good now. We head into Canalave City's gym, which is Byron, the steel user. Vaporeon is going to be MVP of this match. Right after my poor Staraptor gets clapped by the Magneton, our Torterra will be finishing off the Magneton for it. And after that, Vaporeon just cleans through. Vaporeon is going to be obviously the big dream of the team. It's just a monster. It's going to destroy everything. So I mean, it can't be overestimated how strong Vaporeon is. We finished the fight against Byron, and it's just so easy now with Vaporeon. We do the Team Galactic hunt, the mini bosses. We fight both Saturn and Mars, and now we head into Snowpoint City. Snowpoint City, filled with ice types. It's not going to be too easy for us because we do have a bit of a weakness to Obama Snow on our team. So the plan of action is to actually just, obviously lose to it. We lose to it a few times, but now we come back and we rematch it. Staraptor ends up outlasting it with Roost. What Roost does is recover your HP, but also drop your flying type for that turn. So it's a very useful, very useful recovery move for a flying type, and that's how we outlast Obama Stone. Luckily, it doesn't hit Focus Blast on me, so I can obviously sustain it, and my Staraptor does a little chip damage on Frostlass, and then my Vaporeon finishes off Candace's Frostlass with that, and we beat Candace pretty easily, pretty nice. After that, we have to head back to Veilstone City where we're going to fight against the Team Galactic members and we storm their base. It's pretty straightforward, the route. You just teleport. You just use this teleporter, and you're basically set. And then you head into the Cyrus fight. We luckily beat Cyrus without too much damage to us. And then we beat Saturn again. And then now it's time to head into Orbic City and go through Mount Coronet to the Spear Pillar. We beat the Team Galactic Grunts, and then we beat Mars and Saturn in the double fight. I took a bit, killed a lot of Pokemon, killed a lot of berries Pokemon, and we head into the Distortion world. I didn't want to say this. I did the puzzle really fast. Problem is, I actually lost against Cyrus here, and I didn't save. So you know what that means. If I didn't save, we have to restart from the beginning of Mount Coronet. So we have to run all the way up Mount Coronet again, and that is the worst thing possible. I hate this. Vaporeon actually claps most of his team, ends up beating most of his Pokemon, and we beat Cyrus. Now comes the Giratina fight. Normally we will run away from it because there's limitations on what our team will be, but since there's no limitations, we just need a Flame Orb on a Pokemon, and we just need our Pokemon burnt. So, and boom, we catch the Giratina. Giratina will be on our team. Vaporeon is not burnt because obviously Cynthia burnt. Obviously Cynthia just healed my team, so it can't really be burnt there. But Anyways, we head into Sunny Shore City, and we are gifted with a bunch of easy fights here and there. Luckily, Giratina's a monster as well, so... And we head into the fight with Volkner. Volkner's not too much of a threat. We clobber most of his team with just Torterra, and we switch between Torterra and Staraptor to obviously weaken it. Earthquake will destroy everything, and then Giratina obviously does a little damage. And then even at the end, Vaporeon cleans up Electivire and cleans up the Raichu. And for some reason, my water type destroys more Pokemon than my ground type, which is crazy. But you know, at the end, we beat Volkner pretty easily. While going through Victory Road, we also catch ourselves a Pelipper because I need another water type. Just in case. I like water types. So we catch a Pelipper and we train it up. Our team is pretty trained up to the max, and we head into the final Berry fight. Barry's gonna have a full team. Pelipper, unfortunately, bad start. He misses the Blizzard, but you know, reset, destroyed him with the Blizzard, and then Heracross comes out. Heracross is obviously bug and fighting, so it's not gonna be that hard to beat. Aerial Ace will knock it out. I do not have Brave Bird on my Staraptor because obviously residual damage, burn, and recoil damage is not good, and I don't like that. I easily survived the Ice Fang from Vlotto and destroy it, and then the Inferno comes out. Same thing. My Vaporeon will just demolish it. Vaporeon obviously the strongest Pokemon on my team, so it's gonna easily demolish it. Roserade is gonna be clapped down by Staraptor, so it's no diffy. And the final thing is Snorlax. Snorlax will be pinned down by my Torterra. It's slowly whittled down with Leech Seed and Giga Drain, and we just clobbered it down. I mean, I got max HP, it doesn't really matter. Anyways, we're heading into the first Elite Four member chamber, which is Aaron, the bug type Elite Four member. We clobbered through him pretty well. We beat the Yamega, we beat the Heracross, we beat the Drapion. Vespi Queen comes out, and here comes the problem. It starts defend ordering a lot and also has heal order. And since I'm half damage with the burn, I can't really one-shot it with most of my moves. And Giratina is limited with his ancient power to 5. So at the end of the day, we actually took an L. We black out right in front of him, and that's kind of embarrassing because I don't believe I ever blacked out in front of Aaron. So we reset. We go back into Aaron. We beat the Yamega. We beat Heracross. We beat Drapion, and now we're at Vespi Queen. Here I'm using Crunch to try to lower its defense and then try to attack it, but then Staraptor comes out. It actually crits it, and there's no issue at all. So we got through that, luckily. And then Scizor comes out. Scizor will be put down by my Giratina Earth Power. Next up, we're heading into Bertha. And Bertha is going to be a bit of a pain. Not because it's hard, it's because I have to obviously set up my Pokemon to be burned before I get to attack. So that's going to be an issue, but it's not too bad. You end up Giga Draining the Wishcash, one-shotting it, and then Vaporeon comes out, finish off the Gliscor. And that's pretty much the end of the battle, because we do the same thing. We just use our Giga Drain on our Torterra and Surf on our Vaporeon to beat her, and there's really nothing else she can really do, unfortunately. We head into Flint's chamber, the fire chamber, and it's pretty dastardly. It tricks you because you think you're safe having all these Pokemon that are like super effective to it. Sunny Day weakens me, so I didn't one-shot the Houndoom, and then Inferno comes out, and I'm not taking close combat, so you know, let my Staraptor take the lead. Flares Blitz me in the sun, does a lot of damage. I could Aerial Ace it twice and knock it out, and then Magmortar comes out. You know, I thought Pelipper could handle this. The sun's not out, and then Hydro Pump should like one-shot it. It has Thunderbolt. Wow, it just it surprised me because I knew it had Solar Beam, didn't know it had Thunderbolt, and then Flamethrower does a lot to me. So. Earthquake doesn't even get to one-shot it, so I'm sacrificing a lot of Pokemon here, but I just want to make sure that it goes down to my Vaporeon, because if Surf didn't kill it in one-shot, I'm kind of fucked. So luckily Giratina is also in the back. It has Earth Power, and it can demolish the rest of his team. And we beat Flynn, not bad. So we beat Flynn, and now we head into the battle with Lucian, the 4th Elite Four member, and his team is actually kind of whack, not gonna lie. We destroyed most of his team just using Vaporeon and Surf, and then the Alakazam gets slowly whittled down. We try to bait out an Omnis Wind boost. It didn't work out, and then didn't work, and then my Giratina gets clapped down by the Glade, and then Vaporeon has to finish it off. Barely. Does not kill. It does not kill my Vaporeon does not kill the Gallade, and now I'm panicking because last Pokemon is Bernie. Bernie the Torterra is not really gonna. I mean, it doesn't look too good for Bernie the Torterra. Ends up pretty well. Torterra got the best of Gallade, and we beat Lucian. Now it's the fight against Cynthia. Cynthia is gonna be a bit tougher for us because obviously we have to reset, get all our Pokemon to get burned. So it's gonna be annoying to start. Spiritomb goes down, then Roserade comes out, knocks out my Staraptor, so Giratina has to finish Roserade off. Giratina doesn't get a chance to, and then Lucario comes out. My Giratina obviously has Earth Power, so it does a little more damage on it. It ends up knocking out the Lucario, and that's a pretty good sign for us. Garchomp comes out, sends out my Vaporeon. It's gonna get hit with Dragon Rush. I'm not too bothered by it, but I can get rid of Garchomp. The threat is down. Garchomp is down, and now Roserade comes out fully fleshed out, recovered, and then I actually can Earthquake 2-shot it, which is surprising because that means if I wasn't burned, I could 1-shot it with my Earthquake. So that's kind of interesting. Togekiss comes out. Now it's a big problem for us because I kind of need my Pokemon. So it has Water Pulse, so it does recover my Vaporeon a bit, and eventually we do knock it down with an Ice Beam. So very clutched up, and finally her last Pokemon will be Milotic. We have Aqua Ring to recover our HP slowly, but that's about it. I get to Leech Seed the Milotic and get a Leech Seed off on it, and then it obviously kills me the next turn. I should have switched into my Vaporeon to get the HP back, but I mean, it's too late for that. I use Aqua Ring and Leech Seed to slowly recover all my HP, while Milotic is kind of messing around using Mirror Coat and using Ice Beam and Mirror Coat. I freeze it. Unfortunately, it thaws out and Mirror Coats me, so I mean, it's a setback, but I get more HP and recovery anyway, so it doesn't matter. Eventually, we weaken it down so slowly with Ice Beam, Leech Seed, and Aqua Ring that it actually kills the Milotic, and we stall out the Milotic, and we beat the Milotic. And that was a bit of a trip. We died a lot of times in this challenge, surprisingly. It is a pretty interesting challenge. It's pretty hard. You gotta power level a bit. But anyways, that was a fun challenge. Thank you everyone for watching. My name's been Alpha. Hope you guys all had a great day, a wonderful day. April Fools, I guess. I'm not gonna do no April Fool joke. I don't know. I was thinking about using Arceus and then blowing up just in the middle of the game. So anyways, thank you for watching. My name's been Alpha. Hope you guys all enjoyed. Don't forget to leave a like, comment down below some challenge ideas, and also subscribe if you guys are not already. My name's Alpha, and I'm out. Peace.